I am Nacho. Who? Nacho!
Join Jack Black and director Jared Hess as they dive into the wild world of Mexican wrestling with Nacho Libre. Then burn rubber with Olivia as she gets a first-hand look at the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. And get down and dirty as our experts answer your hottest questions about sex. All on a live, dangerous, and totally original edition of Attack of the Show, starting right now.
Drop the beat. Attack.
What's going on here?
Attack.
Pick up on this.
Attack. Attack of the show. Attack.
Somebody in the audience just did this. Somebody just did that. Who does that anymore? Who fires pistols like a cowboy?
We should bring it back. Single-handedly bring it back.
I'm excited. Hey, everybody.
Attack of the show.
Yes, that is the show. We're live and anything can happen. Even
Hey,
though
Kevin, watch out.
What?
Just being live.
It's Wednesday, June 14th. Hello, everyone. I'm Kevin Pereira.
Hey, I'm Olivia Munn. We have some very breaking news. Let's get right to it. In Touch magazine has released the top 10 best breast
Yes,
list.
there we go.
I knew you'd appreciate that.
It's about time we started ranking the old tatas on the show.
Yeah.
Did you make the list? I mean, you've been showing off the boys lately. You
Yeah,
jockeying
I'm
for
letting
a
them
bit?
breathe.
Taking
Just
the
let
dogs for a walk, getting them some fresh air.
A little bit. You know, actually, it's not all about me, Kev. Actually, I didn't make the list, unfortunately. Maybe next year. Who knows?
right.
But tell me what you think of the ladies who made the top 3.
Oh, good. Let's do it.
Salma Hayek came in at number 3.
What? Dude, she's...
What, no?
Oh, no, those are old. I mean, literally old. It's not like she's old. Like, they're literally
Kevin.
old. She's like hitting them with her knees when she walks. It's
Yeah,
like,
those really big, real breasts do.
They do.
sort of
I mean,
sad.
gravity takes its toll, and it's powdered milk isn't in, kids. I'm sorry. What do we have? That's 3.
Okay,
Who's
Jessica
2?
Simpson, number 2. She's got real breasts. They're large.
I like them, and she's good, but her
she's
sister's
young,
hotter.
So when she's Salma's age, you'll hate them.
Oh, absolutely. And she passed the expiration date, but her sister's hotter. Like, why isn't Ashley on the
What?
list?
Okay, Ashley just got a nose job and a chin job.
Yeah, but Jess needs the chin job, really. She's like,
Okay, Kev.
she's got like a plumber's crack there. It's like literally
Kevin,
the cable guy
this
bending
is-
over beneath her lips.
This is the best breast, not the best chin. So,
Okay, fair enough.
Can you give her that?
I'll give her that.
She's got number 2
I'll give her that.
breast.
That's better than Salma Hayek, who's number 1.
Number 1 is the best breast is
Yes.
Scarlett Johansson.
No. Come on, really, Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah, she's younger than all of them, and they're large and real.
All right.
All your requirements?
No. Listen, you've kind of insulted our audience here because this list was made by women or Dr. Phil. Like, this has nothing to do with what real men want. I'm gonna do a make good, if you will. This is live. We're gonna do this. Here's my top 3. Let's make it happen.
your
Pamela
top 3.
Anderson, of course,
Shut
number 3.
up, Kevin. Just shut up.
Olivia,
Go sit somewhere else.
Olivia, I came of age to her, and therefore she
Ew.
deserves to be there. Number 2.
She looks like she's going to top over.
I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. Her breasts are only like 23 years old, so it's fine. She's
Kevin,
of age.
move
Anna
on.
Nicole.
No.
All prego by a
Kevin,
paparazzi.
See, I'm so embarrassed to be sitting with you right now.
Are you okay? All right.
She's disgusting.
There's nothing wrong with her.
Okay,
It's trim spa, baby.
her boobs are filled with trim spa.
I'm okay with that. Whatever it
She's
takes.
so gross.
Number 1, you
hate
cannot argue with this. The best boobs around. Guinness World Record holder.
What is wrong with you?
Maxie Mounds. She's got a plaque with a certificate in it because
Kevin.
of her breasts.
Kevin, this is disgusting. Those aren't even real breasts. I don't even
can
know what
feel
to
them.
call
They're
them.
real.
I don't even know what to call them. Those are disgusting.
All right, if you're not comfortable calling them breasts, there's plenty of stuff you can call them. There's 1,000 what you can call them bazookas. You can call them chi-chis or
Kev,
bong bongs.
Seriously, that's...
Well, no, you could call them dirty pillows or muffins
Kevin,
or bazoomies.
you can just stop.
How about peach suckies or mommy's dumplings
This is
or
unprofessional, Kevin.
big
You just stop?
McDuffs, the old big brown eyes, fun bags, caddy bumper bullets, love monkeys, blouse bunnies, the
Kevin,
ski slopes, the old
just-
Twin Peaks. How about meat puppets? There's
Okay, you know,
plenty
just stop. Just stop. Let's just go to the tease of the feed. This is ridiculous.
milk wagons.
Thanks, guys. In my country, they call them lovely lils. Now strap yourself to the couch because you won't want to miss what's coming up in today's feed. Is George Lucas's special effects house, ILM, going all digital? Stick around for the inside story. Plus, some major changes in store for Google Earth. I'll tell you about all the awesome new features later in the show. And Sonic the Hedgehog invades a high school classroom near you. Find out what the heck is going on. All coming your way in the feed. But first, back to you guys.
So Layla has the news of the world, and
does.
what do we have? We have the oddities of the web.
That's right. See, we take better care of you than your alcoholic father ever did.
You really do. Thank
Sweet
you
of
for
us.
that.
You're welcome.
I needed it.
It's time to go around the net.
First up, some video of two hardcore Tekken gamers. I think it's safe to say that these two have mastered both the martial and button mashing arts. Yeah, that's right. The special effects may not impress George Lucas, but you have got to give these guys some credit for their impressive kicks and punches. Next time they should do like a Mortal Kombat version. I want to see blood.
Yes, a little scorpion spear
little-
fishing. Get over here! All right, now the internet is full of creepy stuff to buy, but this next thing is actually particularly stomach-turning. Gen Pets, they're the coolest toy you'll probably never own. They're bioengineered buddies, and they hang on store shelves, and they're always in the form of hibernation. I know it kind of looks like something that should be in like a formaldehyde
What is
jar.
it?
but
Wait, look how creepy that boy looks.
it's actually dead.
He's like,
He's
I
dead.
found my. The boy is dead.
Yes, the boy was dead, and he's hugging his Gen Pet. Each Gen Pet has a special like nutrient feeding tube attached to it, so they look real and that you could own them, but it's actually an art project by some Canadian sculptor. I'd buy one. I think
Would
it's
you
cool.
get me one? That'd be awesome. We
looks
could
like
raise it together.
Like a little vacuum-packed fetus Tamagotchi, and you can have it on weekends.
Kevalivia.
Ooh, I like that. That's like a tabloid scandal waiting to happen for a kid, too.
How they merge our names together.
Yeah.
We need to come up with something better. And finally, prepare yourselves for today's hilarious interweb video. I'm actually kind of nauseous going into this. Really, all we can say is keep a close eye on this guy's shoulder.
All right, this is the cyst pop. I can't. There's no juice left. Literally. Hold on. I'll do it again.
Oh no!
No, that was. Oh, come on. That was. Let's see it again. It's like
No,
a.
please, seriously. I don't. No, this time, I don't want to see it again.
No, look at it.
Kevin.
Watch the. He should paint a bullseye on his mirror
watch.
of lipstick.
Even he is disgusted with himself.
He's kind of shocked. He's like, did that just come out of me? That's the kind of look I have on the weekends. I'm like, really? Wow. Be sure to visit our website for all of today's links.
You're so gross, Kevin.
I like it.
All right, that's right. Go to attackoftheshow.com. Right now, it'll be your new best friend with benefits.
Oh,
Yeah,
with
nice.
benefits now. Oh, what do I spy with my own little eye? It's
I spy a man in a plaid shirt.
Zach Selwyn.
Namaste, my friends. Namaste. Nice to
Namaste.
see you. How are you?
Doing
Great,
well.
how are
doing?
you?
Excellent. Thank you very much. And guess what? We have a ton of stuff today, but I have to confess that MySpace is closest to my heart, and we are checking in with the MySpace Girl of the Week, Tammy, otherwise known as Tampon, from last week. Hi, Tammy. You ready to pull some strings today?
Yes, I'm ready.
Nice. Now, why don't you say hi to the millions and millions of viewers out there in TV land?
Hi, everyone.
Nice. You excited to judge some of the girls with me today, Tampon?
Yes, I am.
You're going to keep it flowing?
Yes.
Nice. Like your style. You look good today.
Thank you.
Congrats on the win last week. We'll be checking in with you a little later, but right now, let's go back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Zach. Now, from the internet to cell phones, really, technology is a battlefield, and so is love, by the way.
It's a battlefield.
Don't start. Last year, a group of Verizon customers actually sued the wireless carrier because they disabled features in their
Yeah.
cell phones, all the good ones.
It's ridiculous. Whenever a new phone comes out, the gadget experts are quick to point out features that have been disabled.
That's right. So what is actually going on? Are wireless carriers in favor of the best user experience, or are they just lining their pockets by disabling all the good stuff?
We want to know what you think. Voice your thoughts in our poll question. Did you know most wireless carriers cripple cell phone features? Yep, you vote by text message. Text your vote to G4TXT. That's 44898 to
Brain
vote
training.
and register for AOTS Live News.
Thank you for
Alerts.
slowing it down for me, by the way.
welcome.
I'm not quick.
Now it's time for the World Cup again. Yes, and all around the globe, people are going nuts over this thing. Except, of course, right here in America.
Yeah.
Every few years, they try to just get us on board with the whole soccer thing, and it just never works. Why?
Well, I'll tell you why. It's actually because, frankly, soccer's kind of boring. I mean, the most exciting thing about it is the Spanish announcer. The guy who goes like, "Humberto de Brasil, the goal!"
That's really good.
Yeah, whenever someone scores, that's the best part. Everybody knows about that guy.
Yeah.
Well, we actually have an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at a day in his life.
Bye, hon. Have a good day at work.
Yeah, I'll see you when I get.
Hello, sir. That'll be $3.
I'm sorry, I don't think I brought enough money for the...
Hi, how can I help you?
Yeah, let me have a venti soy latte, extra hot with a shot of vanilla.
Okay, anything else?
Let me have a... toasted with a little bit of butter.
So, how was everybody's weekend?
That was good. You guys see that game yesterday? That was a heck of a play by David Beckham. Yeah, he scored quite a... Oh! You're crazy guys. Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Yeah, always read the fine print on that. Sorry, it's just like not actually dead.
He's not dead. Way to go, soccer guy. You're still alive. Still ahead if you dream about a guy. Does that make you gay? Yep. If you're a guy, dream about a guy, that is. We have that and more sex advice when we go in your pants. And it's the consumer versus the cell phone carrier in the loop. Don't get up from that couch. Wait, seriously, are you getting up? Wait, sit down.
Whoa.
Wait, sit down.
No. It's relax.
Attack of the show. Attack. Attack of the show. Attack.
It happens all the time. You go to the store, you buy the latest, greatest cell phone with all the bells and whistles, then you get home and you try to load on your My Humps ringtone. I know you're very excited, maybe some chameleon air. And you realize that your carrier has you locked out. They want you to pay for the extra features that your phone already has. What's going on? Let's get into it, folks, in the loop. Now, before the break, we asked you, did you know that most wireless carriers actually cripple cell phone features? Well, 55% of our viewers are actually aware of it. Almost half of you had no idea. Shocking. Joining us via satellite to help us make sense of it all from Los Angeles, analyst of wireless practice for Compete Incorporated, Adam Guy from San Francisco, our resident tech expert, Will O'Neill, and also from the City of Angels, Senior Director of Marketing for Amped Mobile, Dave Sipnewski. Gentlemen, welcome to The Loop. Will, I want to start with you here because apparently, this is shocking, 45% of our audience, these are the tech-savvy kids. They have no idea that carriers are crippling their cell phones. So is this practice actually existing? Are they doing this, or are we all crazy?
Kevin, you're actually not crazy about this. They actually are doing it. They cripple a lot of the capabilities of certain models. Like, for instance, like a cell phone might have Bluetooth, and you can't use the Bluetooth to transfer data. You can only use the Bluetooth for a headset or for a car kit, things like that. So yeah, they cripple a lot of the stuff in it.
So these are features that should be inherently built into the phone because Bluetooth supports them, and yet they're taking them out because they don't want you to use them for whatever reason.
Yeah, well, we know what the reason is.
Well, actually, I want to make sure, and maybe it's an obvious question. Adam, what is the reason? Why are major carriers doing this?
Well, first of all, I don't think crippling is the right word. It's important to recognize that these are businesses. These carriers spend a lot of money building their networks, and most of the time they're heavily subsidizing the phone. So I don't think it's too much to ask for their customers who are getting, in a lot of cases, a free phone that the carrier may be spending several $100s to distribute to use their service so that they can extract a return on the investment that they're making. But the other thing that carriers are really trying to do, it's about the money, but it's also about controlling and guaranteeing the user experience. So Verizon Wireless, for example, promises a certain user experience that it can't necessarily fulfill if every gadget hound is doing...
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. That's like buying a laptop computer with an operating system, and you know that it's hobbled because they want to be able to sell you more stuff. I mean, no one expects to buy a laptop that you know can do all these 10 things, and Dell disables 5 things. That's
right. Well, the difference,
totally unacceptable.
Well, the difference is that when you buy a laptop, you're buying it from a manufacturer, and then you may be getting internet service or some other service from another provider. You're buying a phone from a carrier. You're also getting service from the carrier. So when the service doesn't work or the phone doesn't work, who do you call? Ask your watchers. Ask the viewers, and more importantly, ask the average Joe consumer who makes their phone. 9 times out of 10, they don't even know. They think they have a Verizon Wireless phone or a singular phone.
For those of us who do know, for those of us know that we go out, we're spending $500 on a phone, we think it has Bluetooth, we get it home, those
and
features don't exist. Is that fair? We're still paying for the service.
$100 a month is $1,200 a year.
But the Bluetooth,
they're getting enough money out of us.
The Bluetooth still does work. And we at AMP, I can't speak for the other carriers why they turn off the Bluetooth. The Bluetooth on our phones is turned off for file transferring, because a lot of what happens is we have restrictions from our music labels, from our content providers, that we can't protect the rights of the content provider and ensure that we're not actually cheating them out of their revenue stream.
Now,
So
see, that's a good point. You download a ringtone, you pay for that, and I want to send it to my buddy. He obviously didn't pay for that. Can't you DRM, or other words, protect your content that you're selling and leave me, the end user, free to use my own content on my phone?
See, that's the beauty of a provider like AMP. That's why there's MVNOs popping up all over the place, because they can make a business case out of providing a very specific user experience to a target audience. The problem with the big carriers is they're serving tens of millions of consumers, and they can't necessarily make an environment where they can cater to every specific need. So I'm sorry, man. I mean, I don't like it either, but the big carriers are developing an environment for the lowest common denominator, and the way that they're able to make money for their shareholders, and it's important to remember that they're businesses who have to answer to shareholders, is by exerting some control over the experience. The day that it makes business sense to allow you to do whatever you want to your cell phone, that's the day the carriers will do it. That's why they wound up back in local number portability. That's why they're starting to allow folks to purchase content outside of the walled garden.
True, but now in order to cater to that lowest common denominator, I understand why they're doing that. Do they have to eliminate the highest common denominator, perhaps that tech expert who does know how to get wallpapers?
They don't have
and
to
ringtones on
eliminate
their
it,
phone?
but somebody's going to have to pay for it, right? If they do allow it, they're going to get called. I mean, these calls to care cost a lot. I spend an hour on the phone with some engineer helping to troubleshoot and reinstall everything on my smartphone or my multimedia
But that's not
phone.
the consumer's problem. I mean, that's not my problem as a consumer.
Let's talk about the consumer
problem.
here. Will, who should the consumer actually be mad at if they do want to get angry? Is it the carrier's fault for ordering phones from manufacturers with certain features disabled, or is it the cell phone manufacturer's fault for delivering a crippled or disabled phone?
I totally blame the carrier. I totally blame the carrier on this. Like, let's say if you get a smartphone, like a Windows Mobile-based smartphone, you can download DRM content, MP3s, WMAs. I actually use Windows Mobile smartphone and Rhapsody to Go, which is DRM, and I use it as like an iPod, like as an MP3 player. I can actually do these things with it. I can buy a CD, I can rip it, I can copy these songs onto my smartphone and listen to it. And it's a singular phone. I can do that.
All right, so
and that's awesome.
All right, well, that's great.
And you're an example of an educated consumer who's taking advantage and doing the research in the marketplace. And that's really, we at AMP, we're big advocates of supporting what the consumer end experience is like. And that's why we're going out and trying to open up our platform to allow people to customize and transfer over their files. Unfortunately, Bluetooth being an issue that affects other parts of the handset, you can tether up to your PC and transfer all your audio files over and listen to it just like an iPod.
Well, see, now let's assume that there's other people out there like Will who are savvy enough to get that content on the phone. Who's the biggest offender, Will? Is there a red flag for a particular company that we should stay away from?
Well, if you're a hardcore person, and you want to be able to do these things, I would probably stay away from the big ones that we're talking about. Mainly Verizon and Sprint are the ones that I think actually commit these crimes mostly. But Kevin, think about it. You use a Sprint phone, and you're capable of doing all this high-end stuff, yet you still use a Sprint phone. I think that what we as consumers can do is go to companies that let us do this stuff. If you're a hardcore high-tech guy, go to Singular, because they have a phone that you can do tons of stuff with.
But with Singular, you're defending Singular, but at the same time, they're gating your experience as well. They have an iPod phone that limits the number of tracks you can put on it, not because of memory issues.
And I don't use that phone.
So we did invite Verizon, and we talked to all the major carriers. I don't want to feel like we're pigeonholing one company, but we did specifically speak with Verizon, and they gave us a statement, and I wanted to read it here because I thought it was pretty interesting. Verizon Wireless, this is according to them, quote, works with manufacturers to design phones for customers choosing the Verizon Wireless network. Other carriers make different decisions. And I think that's really important. And Adam, I want to go to you about this one because, yes, they're saying, hey, look, we have a 53 some odd million customers. They're choosing us. They're choosing Verizon. But do you believe they're choosing Verizon because of the fact that the experience might be crippled or tailored or the same for everybody? Or do you think if they knew that certain features were locked down in advance that they would actually go pay $500 for a phone on another network?
Well, so they wouldn't pay $500 on a phone. A lot of people, most gross ads get free phones and very low-cost phones because the carriers are subsidizing them. So the mass market population wouldn't care, right? They're going to subscribe to the service where they think they're going to get the best network quality, the ability to talk to the majority of their friends and family. That's why people choose Verizon Wireless. It's for voice. I mean, 90% of their service revenues are still voice. So they're just making a business decision. So I don't think anybody has a right.
Which kind of begs the question, why not let us do it then if it's not that big of a deal?
I'm not saying it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal to the mass market consumer.
Right. It's not a big deal to the mass market, but too bad for the guy who does get that phone and brings it home and wants it.
But that guy's got nothing to be mad about. That guy should just go out in the marketplace with his wallet and find an alternative service provider, Ant Mobile or somebody else, who will allow that person to do the things that are really important.
All right, very good point. Gentlemen, I want to thank you all, Adam, Will, and Dave. We really appreciate it. Some good info there. That's how you get kept in the loop, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, let's go over to Olivia.
Still ahead, it's going to get fast and furious. We take you inside Tokyo Drift, and I even get into the racing action. And wait, what time is it? Yeah, that's right. It's time for sex advice. Anna, David, and I will tell you boys exactly how to do it and pretty much how we like it when we go in your pants. It gets steamy and, yeah, a little wet when Attack of the Show continues. So you like sex, and guess what? So do we. It's time to give you boys a very, very good lesson. Get ready to get schooled because we're getting down and dirty and pretty much just going right in your pants. She's written for magazines like Premiere and Details. Sexpert Anna David is back to answer your questions. Okay, welcome back. Let's get to the first question.
Hey girls, this is Mike from Texas. I had a dream that I was kissing a boy. Does that make me gay?
Well, look, I mean, I've dreamed about killing cats. That doesn't make me a cat killer.
Yes, it does, Anna.
No. Oh, no. Carl Jung said that you're everybody in your dream.
Who's Carl Jung?
He was the preeminent psychologist, you know.
Sorry, guys.
He's dead. But anyway, his the Jungian interpretation of dreams is that you're everybody in your dream. So if a guy is having a dream about kissing another guy, Jung would say that he's dreaming about kissing himself, and it could be some self-loving. You don't like that. That's a little heady.
Okay, well, I guess the question is, did he like it? Does he want to do it when he's awake?
I don't think it means anything. I certainly don't think it means you're gay.
Okay, so you're not gay.
But, you know, if you dream about it every night and they're like...
Then come back and give us another video voicemail. We'll tell you then if you're gay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, on to our next question.
Hi, folks. My name is Albert. I'm from Sunnydale, California. Here's my question. I'm not attracted to girls who seem to like me. I'm too scared to approach the women I like. What should I do?
Well, I wonder.
He was like convalescent. I think you missed that. They wiped his mouth. Yeah.
I did miss that.
Yeah. Anyway, so he only likes girls he can't get.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's like he might be kind of caught up in that thing that you're into in high school where you only like people who are sort of challenged.
Oh, yeah. You know what was so irritating was that, you know, I moved around a lot, so I wasn't always in the popular group. And then there was the popular group of girls. It's the truth. There was a popular group of girls, and there would always be, like, there's that girl who wasn't very cute, or the couple of them weren't cute, but they were popular, so all the guys were like, she's so hot. But you're like, she's not hot. She's just popular. So he's like, he wants to go for these girls, or like, you know, that everyone out, the society or whatever thinks are hot.
I'm glad you got that out, but I'm not sure it answers his question.
I think that he's just going for it because of, you know, like maybe the right girl isn't, you know, maybe it's the right girl that he likes that's liking him, and he's going for these girls who don't even like him. And
right, like a self-esteem thing. I think it's like, start talking, go up to the ones you like, and it's like our self-esteem doesn't come from getting what we want, it comes from sort of asking for what we want. So even if they reject you, you can still build your self-confidence. But also it's like, you know that Groucho Marx thing, like I wouldn't want to be a part of any club that would have me as a member? You know?
No.
But you're not feeling me today, are you?
I'm not getting your, like, the other
but
stuff.
what I'm saying is, like, he might not think because they like him that they're...
You think it's that? I think that he just likes girls. He doesn't like the girls that like him. He wants, like, to always keep running. So just put on your tennis shoes and keep running. Because you're not going to get any girls who really don't want you. That's just the truth.
Yeah, it's kind of true, huh?
That is true. They don't like you.
But he's not asking them out, so he doesn't know if they don't like him, okay?
And our last question.
Hey, G4. For 15 years now, I've worked with a girl. Let's call her Laura. She's been my best friend. Nothing serious has ever happened. Not that I want to have a relationship with her. but I was hoping you could give me advice into how I could maybe have her as a friend with benefits.
Well, how could a guy get you to be his friends with benefits?
I don't like friends with benefits.
Me neither. No girls
Really?
do.
I don't think
that's the answer.
You know what? I had a girlfriend who kind of liked it, but in the end, they always want you to be their boyfriend. It doesn't work like that.
Well, interesting. I feel like no girls really want that. It goes against our makeup.
But some girls pretend they want it
To
and then
get the
whole
guy
way
that
they're
they
like,
like.
oh yeah, I'm not in a relationship. I don't want a relationship. In the end, before you know it, you're married.
It's a lie.
Yeah.
It's a lie.
So,
but I do think. I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, but if he wanted to, if she might be up for it, and if he wants
well,
to,
if she's his good friend, I mean, I guess you know what? I had recently a good friend ask me if I wanted to have sex with him,
and you said?
I said no. I was really offended.
Were you attracted to him?
Well, it was beside the point. The point was that, you know, we're friends, and so if you're going to go to a friend, you want them to say, oh, I have feelings for you, I've been thinking about you, not sort of just like, oh, I was wondering if you wanted to have sex. I kind of think I'd like to do that. I don't know.
Well, I say
Good luck.
try. Anna says no, I say try. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
All right, make sure to send me your sex and relationship video questions. You want me to go in your pants, right? Well, ask anything sex related. We'll pretty much answer pretty much anything. Just go to g4tv.com/video voicemail, and to find out more about Anna David, go to annadavid.com. Stay with us. There's so much more ahead.
Next, it's the babes of the internet as only we can find them. And then, Olivia gets behind the wheel for some fast and furious action.
Attack of the show. Attack.
Hey, welcome back to Attack of the Show. Buckle up. We are coming to you live. Coming up in this half hour, we've searched MySpace pretty much high and low for the hottie of the week. And later in the show, he's just all excited to show you a new magazine spread that I did. And don't forget, tomorrow is Live Music Thursday presented by Dentine Ice. Tomorrow's band is Bullets and Octane. But right now, here's the news in today's feed.
Thanks, Olivia. I'm Layla Cayley, and if you're looking for the news you care about, you've come to the right place. Let's start the feed. The race to get shows nominated for the Emmys has just entered the digital age. For the first time ever, members of the Academy will be able to download programs on their computers instead of just getting DVD screener copies. The internet has already had a huge impact on the TV industry this year, with more and more shows available on iTunes. It seems the Emmys are the latest link in the chain. Nominations will be announced later this summer, and the awards will take place live on August 27th. Industrial Light and Magic is going completely digital as well. George Lucas's legendary effects house is scrapping the models, miniatures, and puppets that made it famous. Instead, ILM will focus exclusively on CGI and digital effects. Lots of your favorite movies like E.T. and Star Wars were made at ILM the old-fashioned way, so it's truly the end of an era. What I want to know is, can I get the Yoda puppet when they throw it away? Some awesome news coming out of Google today. Not only is the company building the world's biggest supercomputer a secret location in the Northwest, but it's also added a kick-ass update to Google Earth. Now the images have an even higher resolution, which means you get to see even more detail as you zoom around the globe. Now it will be even easier for me to spy on my neighbors. Nice. You know that crappy search button on MySpace that never works? Well, it's about to change. Rupert Murdoch, the head honcho of Fox and the owner of the popular site, will be auctioning off the rights to the search function. Google, Yahoo, and Microsoft are all in the running, and since MySpace has over 57 million registered users, you can bet the competition will be fierce. The world's fastest hedgehog may soon be appearing at a classroom near you. An 8th grade English teacher has been using Sonic the Hedgehog to help inspire his students. He says the game story is a lot like Homer's classic, The Odyssey, and that video games are a great way to get kids interested in the material. If I knew Sonic was about Greek mythology, I would have paid a lot more attention in school. Well, that's all the news I'm giving you today. It's important to pace yourself. Check out g4tv.com for even more news and info, and pat yourself on the back, because you've just been fed. Take it away, Kevin.
Thank you, Miss Cayley. Now, got a question for you. Do you sometimes think that you might show up on Dateline as a predator? I know I do. None of us want that, though, especially the kids. That's why we're giving you online girls of age. It's the MySpace Girl of the Week. It's really no fun if they're legal, though, right?
I would say no.
Okay. Joining us today is the MySpace Girl of the Week, last week's winner, Tammy, otherwise known as
Tampon.
How's it going, sweetheart?
Hi, how are you?
Not too bad, thank you so much. You know, the word on the street, Tampon, is that you recently moved from Houston, where it's screwed and chopped, to L.A.
Yes, I did.
Where it's gangsta. What was it that drew you out here to the City of Angels?
I came here to pursue my career as a makeup artist.
Oh,
sweet.
Hey. Pole dancer. That means pole dancer.
Yeah. Now, have you had success with the boys on the MySpace? Are they messaging you? Are they constantly harassing you now that you're the MySpace Girl of the Week?
Yeah, but no success.
No success? What's
Really?
going on?
There's all 12.
Well, hey, I'm 30, and you didn't answer me back, so I'm a little insulted.
Don't be disappointed. But you do have your age as 12 on your profile, which is something.
Look, I got to stay young for the kids. It's that simple. All
right. Now, today we have a very special theme in honor of Father's Day. We'd like to present you with Daddy's Naughty Little Girls.
Nice. Are you ready to pass judgment on some potential MySpace girls, Tammy?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, let's do this. We've got a new batch waiting to be judged. Let's do it. Zach?
Yeah.
Why don't you get us to the very first MySpace Girl
Absolutely.
of the Week?
This young lady calls herself Mischievous Little Me.
I bet
She's
she
from
is.
Redondo Beach, California. She's deuce deuce. Her quote is straight up, which was a Paula Abdul
Paula Abdul
hit
song, yeah,
back
right.
in the day. She's a Scorpio, meaning sorry, it's over between us. And her heroes are Tila Tequila and Eddie Bravo.
Now, Tila Tequila, that's the MySpace girl that
Right,
everybody
million
knows,
friends,
right?
got a record deal, you know, that kind of thing. I don't know why she'd be your hero. I guess she's going for numbers, but you know, she likes to consume calories and she likes to kick butt.
See, I like it the other way around. I like a wafer-thin girl who kicked calories and wants to consume.
Well, hey, you know, anorexia is in these days.
Yeah.
Sure is. Tammy, what do you think? What's your verdict about this lady?
I think she's sexy and she likes to laugh, and she's also a Scorpio, so that's good.
All right.
Nice. Hey, you're an easy girl to please. I like
Astrological signs are a big deal with the ladies. This naughty girl goes by the name Today is My B-Day, biatches. She's from the real OC, apparently not the MTV version.
Wait, she's hot, man.
She's 22 as well. Very nice. But here, the quote, well, you guessed it. It's Today is my B-Day.
bitches.
Yeah. But she's a Gemini, which is sweet. She really, this is the best part, she really likes to dress up like a scary clown and chase kids in the park.
Wow, so she likes the underage people, too.
Yeah, you've got something in common.
Yeah, absolutely.
She doesn't chase them into a van and give them candy.
Well, hey, you know, if my basement could talk.
Oh, wood paneling speaks so loud.
No.
Tammy, what's your verdict on this one?
She looks like a whole lot of fun, and she's very edgy. She's hot, too.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm going to give her a thumbs up as well.
I approve as well.
Yeah, nice one. Well, maybe we'll double date her. Last up, we have this naughty little thing, the Midnight Musician.
Oh, hello.
She's from Grainville, North Carolina. She's 20, and her quote is, no, listen. Don't listen to me, listen.
Wow, that's...
She has Tourette's syndrome.
Apparently.
But, you know, I don't mind that about her because she's a Capricorn. She has way too many clothes and guitars.
You can never have enough guitars.
You really can't.
Come on.
I'm one of the best guitar owners that I know. She also sits in the dark and watches her screensaver while drinking hot coffee through a straw. I hope she's not, you know, in some kind of chair.
Who uses a screensaver anymore?
Who uses a straw anymore?
Remember when they used to be cool, flying toasters?
Oh, yeah, those big.
Yeah, the aquarium one was huge for
the
a
old,
while.
like, paradise view of the, you know, crazy island.
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
that one.
Yeah. Sometimes the crazy old guy would come out and fish.
It was awesome. What do you think, Tammy?
Nothing about her catches my attention.
You're not a fan of the coffee sippers through a straw, or the fact that she owns a lot of guitars?
That's too bad because she's in your room right now, Tammy. Take
Let's
a
go.
look.
Wow, she actually looked, by the way. That's great.
Yeah, she
Thank you, though, Tammy. That was sweet of you to believe Zach.
I'm sorry, yes.
Yeah. Most women don't.
No, none of them do.
Now go vote for your favorite, folks. Visit attackoftheshow.com and let your perversions be heard. And stay with us, because when we come back, we're jumping off the top rope, and we're hanging out with Jack Black. When will we see them?
After the messages.
Oh, good.
The Feed is brought to you by the U.S. Navy. Navy, accelerate your life.
Welcome back to Attack of the Show. I missed you guys so much. Did you miss them?
A little bit. Not that guy. That guy. I did, actually.
You know, Kev, you know I love the roar of an engine and the wind in my face and pretty much having a badass attitude. So I recently took a ride Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift style and talked with director Justin Lin.
Yeah, that's right. Here's Olivia racing in some AOTS wheels.
The Fast and the Furious franchise is crashing the theaters for a third time. And in an interesting move, the producers picked Sundance sensation Justin Lin to take over the driver's seat. And I caught up with Justin on the Universal backlot to get the deets.
Better Luck Tomorrow and Fast and Furious are like night and day. What was the big draw in coming into this movie?
Well, doing Better Luck Tomorrow was it was a passion project, and it was a credit card movie. And this is a big summer popcorn movie. My approach is very different. This is like dating a model.
Jumping ship for Japan and adding Lucas Black as the lead, the latest Furious flick follows the underground action of drifting.
What do you mean, drift?
The cars are lighter, tires are slick. When you drift, if you ain't out of control, you ain't in control.
Curious to see what drifting is like? I climbed in with Formula D's Reese Miller, who also is a stunt driver for the film, for a crash course.
How was it working with those guys?
Unbelievable. I mean, they upped the game. I remember when we were doing the ramp shot, Reese walked up and he's like, no, I can do it for real. And I said, oh, I'm sure you can, but I don't want to wreck too many cars. He's like, give me one shot. He does it. When you see in the movie, he just nails it.
So, of course, they're professionals. Which of the stars caught on it quicker?
Lucas, I think, has that fearless streak in him. And he actually even snuck out while we were shooting, got in trouble a couple of times. He just kind of got
You can't help it in Japan. You have to get out there and do it.
You know what? I'm beginning to like this country already.
Go! Wow, that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I gotta say. Now, I know you're used to being knocked around. You kind of like it, but you withstood those G-forces like a trooper. How was the ride?
It was amazing. It feels like you're floating. It's precision driving. It's not about speed, but they end up going like over like 150. It's crazy.
Wow. Now they say it's precision driving, but the whole point is to be out of control.
Out of control,
right?
yeah. But you have to be precise and out of control.
That's what I'm missing is the precision. I just lose all control, and that's it.
I know you do. Trust
Sorry
me.
about that. If you can't get enough underground street scene, don't forget that Formula D here on G4 is really the only place on television where you can get high-octane coverage of the drifting. Coverage of the 2006 season kicks off this Sunday on G4 with back-to-back episodes of Formula D starting at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Now, stay where you are when we come back. We're talking with Jack Black. See you guys after these messages. Kevin, out. This is my shot. This is my shot.
What's going on here?
Spandex, masks, and chokeholds. No, we're not talking the fetish porn on my video iPod. It's the true story of Nacho Libre.
Nice one, man. You know, yesterday I hung out with Jack Black, and we're doing it again today along with director Jared Hess. Here's more Nacho Madness.
But we gotta take it to the next level. Yes, it's true. I am Nacho.
Nacho Libre is actually inspired by a true story of a Mexican priest who began wrestling to provide a little extra for an orphanage. Our film is loosely inspired by that.
What's funny is that when I was growing up, my rabbi at my temple said he'd start wrestling for us. Didn't do very well.
I will fight the 7 strongest men in town. Maybe the world.
Most people know you from Napoleon Dynamite. Are you expecting a similar kind of cult reaction?
It's a sledgehammer. Sharks, pegs, lucky.
It's always been such a small, personal film for me, and everything that's happened with it, to me, was completely unexpected.
When I saw Napoleon Dynamite, you know, I flipped like the rest of the country, and I called him and said, man, I really want to work with you. Let's do something.
I saw Napoleon Dynamite like many times just to catch that kind of humor that Jared has.
After 1 week I started shooting Nacho Libre, I have the opportunity to see Napoleon, and that helped me a lot because I can understand more about this Jared's world.
Nacho Libre is something that's so different, but it's something that I'm equally as passionate about, and it definitely has, my sense of humor.
Where is your robe?
It was stinky, but these are my recreation clothes.
When you did that film, your original film, Napoleon Dynamite, you're working with a lot of friends, a lot of unknown actors, a lot of guys doing you favors. What's it like to go from that to working with Jack Black and having such anticipation from the film community to see what your follow-up movie is going to be?
It's very important to stay true to what inspires me and to do the types of films and stories that excite me.
Listen to me! Today, I have the chance of a lifetime. But first, I need a man. Get off me! Ah!
And congratulations to Yak Black and his wife, Tanya Hayden, who just became parents of a baby boy this week.
Aw, congrats.
That's
It's
sweet.
worth seeing, right? It's good?
It's awesome. I loved it, man.
All right, well, go help feed the kid and go see the movie. It opens this Friday.
Let's go over to Olivia.
Attack of the show. Attack.
Hey, welcome back. Well, we got this video voicemail. Sometimes we like to check it. Now might be one of those times.
It's a good time to do it.
All right, let's do it. First up is Robert from Oklahoma.
Hi, this is Robert Wagner from Okinawa, Oklahoma. Kibler Olivia, how do you suggest that we fight back against cell phone companies for crippling their phones?
That was like a hostage tape.
I was waiting for
hit me.
Waiting for a list of demands.
In the newspaper to come up?
It's a good question, especially after the loop. Obviously, I think a lot of people are going to be upset by the fact that their phones might be crippled. And really, they said it best: you got to vote with your dollars. Go to a company that doesn't cripple it. Buy unlocked phones, etc.
But a good thing that Kevin brought up, going back to pagers.
I missed the pager.
I'm a beeper guy.
I had 3 or 4 of them on my headband when I was in school. You know?
Wait, what was your code?
I had 82.
Yeah.
It was like, that's how you know it's coming from me.
Mine was 03. Yours?
Mine was 143.
143.
I love you.
Well, you know, that was for the lady.
Yeah.
Who's
next
up
up, we have Chris from Lincoln, Nebraska.
Hey G4, I wanted to be heard on buying ringtones. I think that people are getting scammed out of a lot of money, especially when we got commercials that lure us into buying a ringtone, but in fine print it actually says you're paying for like 6, which no one pays attention to. So I guess the rich get richer, and we gotta stop paying for this crap. If the demand goes down, the prices will go down too.
We got the question. We get it. Buy ringtones.
Basically, there's free websites to get free ringtones.
Yeah, there's still ways to get it for free on your phone, but I get what he's saying. Stop buying it. Maybe the prices will go down. We're
Hey,
only
good
encouraging
idea.
companies to keep it high.
Stop buying.
All right, that's all the time we have for the video voicemail.
Hey, stick around at G4 all night, because up next we got back-to-back episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation, and then at 10 we got back-to-back man shows, followed by some interactive Star Trek, and we end the night right with Cheaters and Ed the Sox Night Party in Midnight Spank.
Yeah, now coming up tomorrow, joining us will be Brian T. Star of Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Plus, we have a professional stunt driver from the movie Drifting Cars in Our Parking Lot. No kidding. And musical guest Bullets and Octane. But before we go, found something in a magazine the other day, Zach. I don't know if you saw this. I wanted to bring it to your attention. The widely circulated Calabasas magazine.
Oh, yeah, I have a subscription.
They feature. Well, let's just get. Do we have the? I think we have a scan of the magazine. There it is, Miss Olivia Munn.
Hey.
That's me.
It's her youth secrets, and the best part of it is like Calabasas is
Yeah.
such like a whitewashed city that they referred to Olivia as a dark beauty.
Yeah,
A dark beauty.
they did.
I love it. And
Isn't Will O'Neill the only dark beauty here at G4?
He is.
I guess there's 2 of us now.
At least you got some free product out of that, right?